Henry Fayol's administrative theory of management. Henry Fayol, also called as father of modern management, he proposed 14 principles of management which he explained in his book General and Industrial Administration. He was a French mining engineer who turned into a leading industrialist and a successful manager. So today's question of discussion is 14 principles of management given by Henry Fayol. Point number 1 is division of labor. This is a principle of specialization. It is necessary for promoting efficiency in the utilization of labor. Now, the principle of division of labor does not mean to divide the labor into different parts. It means to give the job to the labor as per their specialization, as per their capability, as per their responsibility. डिविजन ऑफ लेबर मतलब अपने एम्प्लॉइज को अपने कैपेबिलिटीज, अपने स्किल्स, अपने नॉलेज, अपने इंटरेस्ट के हिसाब से उनको काम दो, तो वो लोग बराबर से काम करेंगे और तुम्हारे ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के गोल्स को अचीव करेंगे. सो अकॉर्डिंग टू दिस प्रिंसिपल द वर्क इज डिवाइडेड इनटू डिफरेंट काइंड्स सच एज टेक्निकल, फाइनेंशियल, commercial, security operations, accounting and managerial. It is assigned to the employees as per their qualities and capabilities. It helps in improving efficiency and expertise of employees, which ultimately turns into expected productivity levels. Point number 2 is authority and responsibility. This principle implies that the authority and responsibility should be related to each other. Responsibility without authority is meaningless. For example, I have given the responsibility of 12th standard class to Nisarg sir. I told him that each and every student must get good marks in 12th standard. But if I am not giving him the authority to take decisions, to punish you, to scold you, to give you impositions, then the responsibility is meaningless. That is why authority and responsibility to the employees must go hand in hand. Authority is the right to take decisions. It is necessary to get things done appropriately from the subordinates. Authority always comes with responsibility. If the manager is given authority to complete a task within a given time, he should be held responsible if he does not complete the work in given time. Manager should have proper authorities to take managerial decisions on his own in respect to the goal. Point number 3 is principle of discipline. All the employees should be disciplined. Discipline is obedience, application, energy, behavior, and outward mark of respect shown by the employees. Everybody has to be in discipline. Friends, discipline is the way of life. हर एक इंसान को लाइफ में भी, जिंदगी में भी डिसिप्लिन में ही रहना चाहिए. अगर लोग डिसिप्लिन में रहेंगे तो ही उनके गोल्स वो अचीव कर पाएंगे. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, टॉप लेवल मैनेजमेंट हो, मिडिल लेवल मैनेजमेंट हो या लोअर लेवल मैनेजमेंट हो, हर एक मैनेजमेंट के लेवल में सबको बेसिक रूल्स तो फॉलो करने ही है. अगर टॉप लेवल मैनेजमेंट ही पूरे दिन काम नहीं करता है, सिर्फ 2 घंटा काम करता है, ऑफिस में टाइम पास करता है, तो ऑटोमेटिकली उसको देखकर लोअर लेवल मैनेजमेंट भी वैसे ही काम करेगा. दैट इज व्हाई बेसिक रूल्स, बेसिक डिसिप्लिनरी रूल्स मस्ट बी फॉलोड बाय एवरीबॉडी. देयरफॉर प्रिंसिपल ऑफ डिसिप्लिन इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर एन ऑर्गेनाइजेशन टू अचीव द गोल्स ऑफ द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. अकॉर्डिंग टू फेयोल, discipline is the most essential thing in the organization. Employees must obey and respect the rules that govern the organization. Discipline helps to achieve the goals in the organization. Good discipline is the result of effective leadership. There must be a clear understanding between the management and the workers regarding the organization's rules. Basic discipline should be observed at all levels of management. Point number 4 is unity of command. For any action, the employees should get orders and instructions from only one superior. That means हर एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में, हर एक टीम में, हर एक यूनिट में एक लीडर, एक कैप्टन, एक मैनेजिंग डायरेक्टर, एक चीफ एग्जीक्यूटिव ऑफिसर क्यों लगता है? क्योंकि एक बॉस रहता है तो सारे जो एम्प्लॉइज है वो एक बॉस का कहा मानते हैं। अगर एक इंसान कमांड देगा तो सारे एम्प्लॉइज उसके कमांड को फॉलो करेंगे। बहुत सारे लोग कमांड देंगे तो लोग कंफ्यूजन में पड़ जाएंगे कि किसको फॉलो करना है। इट इज राइटली सेड दैट too many cooks spoil the curry. That is why this is the principle of unity of command. Each member of the organization should receive orders from only one superior. Friends, remember, only one superior. This is unity of command. This principle helps in managing conflicts and solving disputes among the people in the organization. It also helps in avoiding confusion. If an employee receives commands from more than one authority, he will get confused and will not be able to take decisions about whose orders should be followed. This is a wrong approach. For this, organizational hierarchy should be well defined. Each employee should know his immediate superior and should receive orders from him only.